Right, let's get started, everyone. So I invite you to come into your Sukhasana or easy pose. So for today's yoga flow, we're going to do a warrior flow. So lots of lower body, but also lots of holds on the upper body. So as usual, be mindful of your past injuries and your current limitations. Listen to your body is the best advice that I could give you for the next 60 minutes. If anything is painful, please don't hesitate to come out of those poses and assume a more comfortable pose, okay? So, in our Sukhasana, we're going to spend a few breaths here, checking in with ourselves, grounding ourselves. So our legs are crossed, you can place your hands in whatever feels natural and that comes to you this morning. Could be prayer pose, if that helps you center yourself. Could be palms up, hands on the knees. And take a big, deep inhale, breathing in through the nostrils, filling out the lungs fully, maximizing the breath. Feeling the air come into the lungs. The belly presses out, full belly breath in. And as you exhale, you gently exhale in a 4 to 5 second count, all the way down. And as you're breathing deeply here, you're thinking of bringing the crown of the head as high up toward the ceiling, thinking of a proper posture, shoulders are relaxed, chin is in, chest is up. Bring your awareness to your breath. Final breath in here. You can find out what your intention is for the next 60 minutes. So check in with yourself physically, mentally, and emotionally. Pick your intention and try your best to stay true to this intention that you've set for yourself for the next 60-minute flow. Eyes are closed, you can gently open them up. I'm going to start with some gentle neck movements here. Bring the right ear all the way down to the right shoulder, actively lowering the left shoulder away from the ear. Feeling a nice side stretch on the left. And bringing the head back to neutral, this time left ear to the left shoulder, actively lowering that right shoulder away from the ear. Feeling a nice side stretch on the right. Continuing to deepen your breath, breathing with intent. And bring back the head to neutral, keeping the chin in. We're going to inhale, bring the chin up to the sky, closing the mouth. And as you exhale, bring the chin all the way down to the chest and wrapping the fingers behind the head and allowing the weight of the hands to pull the neck down. One more time, let go of the neck, of the head. Inhale, chin up. And exhale, tuck your chin in, roll it down, interlace the fingers, and allow the head to drop. Spend a full breath here. You can gently move the head to the right and to the left. Feeling the back of the neck stretch out, taking some time to check in with the neck. And letting go, bring the head back to neutral. Arms are pointed out to the side, fingertips up to the ceiling. We're going to inhale, reach up. Bring your chin and chest up. And exhale, bring it all the way back down. This time, palms up. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, palms all the way down. Hands out to the side, fingertips up to the ceiling as much as you can, feeling that stretch in the forearms, gentle circles. We're going to slowly move the hands up, warming up the shoulders here. Bring some blood flow to the shoulders, getting ready for those downward facing dog positions. All the way up and then slowly all the way back down. Okay, and relax the shoulders. Right hand reaches up, fingertips up to the ceiling. Inhale. And as you exhale, side bend over towards the left. So a few options here. Either we're on our hand, or if we can reach, we can place our elbow down. As long as your sit bones are on the ground and you're not off like this. So whatever works for you. Finally looking up and making sure our heart isn't caving in, but our heart and chest is up to the ceiling, feeling that stretch all the way from the hips, all the way through the spine, through the shoulder. Inhale and bring it back. And exhale. Left arm up. Inhale, reach up first. And as you exhale, side bend over towards the right. Open the chest and heart to the sky. Make sure your sit bones are on the ground. And find that lengthening all the way from the hips, through the spine, through the shoulder. Extend both legs out forward in Dandasana. Okay, with the right knee, we're going to bring it all the way up. And we're going to cross that foot over towards the left. Okay, so your right knee should be in front of your sternum. We're going to inhale, reach the left arm up. And as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right, either by wrapping the knee with the elbow or simply holding it. Or if you can place the elbow on the outside of the knee and twist over towards your right. So a few breaths here, whatever works for you. Every time you inhale, try to grow a little bit taller, reaching the crown of the head to the ceiling. As you exhale, you can see if you can twist a little bit more towards the right. Keeping both shoulders low, away from the ears. And bring the spine into this nice seated twist. And bring it back to neutral. And with your right foot, right knee that's in front of you, we're going to grab it like we're holding a baby. And just bring some gentle movement into that hip. Very good. You can move side to side, up, down. You can do some circles. Have fun with it. Check in with that hip. Maybe with the knee and the ankle. See how everything's feeling on that side. Okay, and bring it all the way back down to Dandasana. Left knee up, crossing the left foot over towards the right. Inhaling, growing tall in our posture, right arm up. And exhale, twist over towards the left. Very good. So every time you inhale, grow a little bit taller, bring the crown of the head all the way up. As you exhale, try to see if you can twist a little bit deeper on the left, keeping both shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Okay, and bring it back to the front. With that left knee in front of you, we're going to hold it up, cradling a baby. Again, we're going to be checking in with the left side this time. Side to side, can do some gentle circles. Check in with that hip, with the knee, with the ankle. Might feel a little bit different than the other side, and that's totally okay. let go of that and meet at the front of our mat. And to meet in prayer pose. Okay. So at the top of our mat, feet shoulder width apart, feeling ourselves grounded. Bring both hands into prayer pose. Shoulders are low and relaxed. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Slight arch in the lower back. Exhale, hands come down in line with the toes here. The right leg kicks all the way back. Big step, dropping the right knee. Inhaling up for low lunge. Exhaling, hands come down. The left foot goes all the way back to downward facing dog. One full breath here. You can walk the dog. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Bring the hips up to the ceiling. Look to the front of your mat, dropping the knees down. Chin, chest, inhale up. Just a baby cobra. So a small cobra here. Hips are down, elbows are bent. Hands are next to the body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the right foot to the front of your mat, dropping the left knee. Inhale up, low lunge. Exhale, hands come down. The back foot comes to the front. Then standing forward fold. And inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale into prayer pose. One full deep breath here. Making sure feet are hip width apart. Feeling yourself grounded on our yoga mats. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Left foot kicks all the way back. Dropping the knee. Inhale up, low lunge. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath here. Bend into those knees if you need to. Keep the head between the biceps. Bring the hips up to the sky. Trying to place the heels down. Dropping the knees down. Chin, chest. Inhale up. Cobra. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the legs spread apart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the left foot to the front of your mat. Drop the right knee. Inhale up, low lunge. And exhale, hands come down. Right foot comes to the front of your mat. And inhale up, all the way up. And exhale, prayer pose. Full breath here. Feel yourself grounded. On the next sun salutation, we'll add a few variations, allowing our body and our joints to go a little bit deeper in each of the poses. So see what your body can give you. And remember to listen to your body as we move through a slight variation of sun salutation. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hands in line with the toes. The right leg kicks back. Dropping the right knee. Inhale up, low lunge. So a few breaths here in low lunge. Make sure your knees over your ankle. The hip is open, allowing your hip flexors to stretch out. We're going to inhale, reach up. And as we exhale, we're going to see if we can go a little bit deeper into our low lunge, allowing our knee to travel slightly further than our ankles, still in line. Hands are up. We're going to drop the hands into cactus. So cactus, we're opening up the chest, lowering the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together, gazing up to the sky, trying to bring our chin and chest up as high as we can. As we're lowering into our low lunge, allowing the right hip to open up. Inhale. And as you exhale, come out of it. Hands come down, downward facing dog. Well done. So a few breaths here. You can walk your dog. Now, if you can, we're going to keep the right hand on the ground, and we're going to go to a revolved downward facing dog by lifting the right hand off and going to grab the left foot and trying to open up the chest and heart to the right. If you can't, you can simply raise one hand or simply stay in downward facing dog. Good. Hands comes back, dropping the knees down, chin, chest, inhaling up for cobra. We're getting more warm. You can see if you can go a little bit higher in your cobra pose. Feet are wide, my glutes are contracted. I'm using my lower back muscles to get my chest off the ground, and my shoulders are down and relaxed. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Looking to the front, bring the right foot in line with your toes. Dropping the left knee, inhaling up, your lunge. Again, make sure your right ankle is under your right knee, reaching up, inhaling. And as we're exhaling, let's try to go a little bit deeper in a low lunge. And finally, bring the arms into cactus, keeping the chin up, the chest up to the sky. Breathing deeply here, allowing the left hip to open up. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, opening up that chest to the sky. Inhale, exhale, bring the arms down, left foot comes to the front of your mat. And inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands come to heart. Full breath here. Feet are shoulder width apart. Feel yourself grounded on your mat. Relax the shoulders, breathe with intention. Now let's go for the opposite side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come all the way down in line with the toes. Left foot kicks back, drop the left knee. Inhale up, low lunge. So for this variation, same thing, knee over the ankle. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, see if you can move the hips down and forward, allowing the left hip flexion to open up and to release those muscles to lengthen. This time we're going to have the hands above the shoulders. If you can, place the palms together and bend at the elbows. Finally, bring the heart, chest, and chin up to the sky. This is a big stretch. Make sure you're not holding the breath, always breathing through this. Allowing the left hip to open up. Extending through the spine. Final deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently come out of it. Hands come down. Bring the right foot to the back. Downward facing dog. Well done. Full breath here. Now this time, revolved downward facing dog. So the right hand stays on the ground. And if you can, you're gonna raise the left arm off and see if you can come grab the right foot. Either the back of the knee, either mid-calf, or either the ankle, opening up to the right, being strong on that right hand, breathing through this. One more breath here. And as you exhale, place the head back down, knees come down, chin, chest, inhale up, cobra. The cobra, make sure we're not just pressing with the hands, but we're engaging the lower back muscles, and then adding some extension with the hands, keeping the hips on the ground, shoulders are low and relaxed. Inhale, press a little bit more off the ground. And as you exhale, come back down, downward facing dog. You can walk the dog. Try to place one heel down, opposite heel down. Keep your head between the biceps. Look to the front of your mat. Bring your left foot in line with your toes. Dropping the right knee. Inhale up, low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Grow tall, and as you exhale, see if you can bring those hips down and forward. Allowing the right hip to fully open up. Finally, bring the palms together if that's available. Bend into those elbows and bring the heart, chin, chest up to the sky. And bring your awareness back to your breath. Feel the strength that your body needs to hold this pose, holding the balance. And allowing those muscles to open up here. Final breath, inhale, and exhale, hands come down, bring the right foot to the front. Let's spend a few moments here in standing forward fold, so you can grab opposite elbows, drop the head fully, and don't hesitate to bend into those knees if you need to release some tension in the hamstrings. Finally, you can have fun with it. You can gently move side to side. Allow the hamstrings to lengthen. The lower back. Drop the head. Release the neck fully. Drop the hands back down and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, starting with the lower back. Come up slowly. All the way up. Okay, if you want to grab some water, that was a good time for that. And, ready, feet back at the front of your mats. Feet hip width apart. Relax your shoulders fully. Hands come back to prayer position. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands come all the way back down. And this time, right leg kicks back, but we're going to stay on our feet here. And we're going to inhale up into crescent lunge. So if it's too much, you can always drop the knee. If not, you're staying up. Hips are squared, back leg is strong and it's extended. Reaching up, enjoying a nice stretch in the hip. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, warrior two. Front foot's facing forward, back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Hands are parallel, we're gazing forward over that middle finger here. And if we can pulse a few times up and down, see how those hips are feeling today. Wake up that quad, start to feel a little bit of a burn, and try to come down in the lowest version of your warrior two. Keeping that knee straight and not caving in, that's the biggest point here. And inhale, reverse your warrior. So bring your fingertips of the left hand up toward the ceiling, dropping the right hand on your back leg. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, come place the elbow down on top of that knee. Bring the right arm up first. There we go, so that back leg is straight. Those hips are extended, so you should be bending at the hips. Extend the hips, squeeze the right glute. Inhale, up. Then as you exhale, drop that right hand close to the bicep, keeping the arm straight, gazing towards the ceiling, opening up that heart to the side, being strong in your side angle pose. Inhale, reach forward. And as you exhale, reverse your warrior one more time. Good, and hands come back to the front of your mat. The back leg kicks back, downward facing dog. Drop the knees down, chin, chest, inhale up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then slowly bring the feet all the way back to the front of your mat. Walking, walking, walking. Feet are in line with the fingertips. And inhale, reach all the way up. And exhale, hands come down. Full breath. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands come down. This time, big step with the left foot all the way back, being strong in that back leg. Inhale up, crescent lunge. So we're gazing forward, reaching the fingertips up toward the sky. Back leg is extended as much as possible. That's it. Inhale, reach up. And exhale into warrior two. So warrior two, front leg is straight, back leg at a 45-degree angle. Gazing forward over that middle finger. And let's pulse a few times here, see what our hips can give us. Going down and up, bending into that knee. And kind of try to finish as low as your body is allowing you to go today. Back leg straight. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach those fingertips up to the sky. Open up the right side of the body. Grow tall here with the hand. And exhale, side angle pose. Elbow down. Bring the left hand first up. Make sure you're extending in the hips, squeezing the left glute. Finding your balance. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, drop the hand and the arm. Bringing the bicep closer to the ear. Opening up the chest and heart to the sky. Find the balance, find the strength you need in your body here to maintain the pose. Inhale, reach. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach up. Hands come back down to the front of your mat. Bring the foot back in downward facing dog. Drop the knees down, chin, chest. Inhale up, cobra. And this time exhale in Balasana, child's pose. You can either place the knees together or the knees wider apart, depending on if you want more of a lower back or adductor groin stretch. The one that works for you. And allow the heart rate to come back down to a resting heart rate. Continue of deepening the breath. Make sure you're in control of your breath. Don't let your breath control you. So you're breathing in with intent through the nostrils. A large belly breath in, maximizing the inhale. Maybe to the point that it's slightly uncomfortable. Full breath. And then allowing The exhale to be controlled, 4 to 5 seconds, and feeling yourself melt on your yoga mats with each exhale, releasing more tension and any stresses that you might be holding on to. Child's pose. We're going to come back up and meet in our tabletop position here. So make sure our wrists are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. And we're going to inhale, bring the right hand up to the sky, reaching up, big rotation in the spine, opening up the chest. And as you exhale, thread the needle all the way towards the left, dropping the shoulder down. And finally, with the left arm, option 1 is to place the hand behind the back, trying to open up the heart to the side. Or option 2 is to keep the hand extended forward. But the intent here is to have a nice twist. Feel what works best for you. Place the hand back down, bring it back up to your tabletop position. This time left arm, reach up, get some rotation, open up the shoulder. And as you exhale, thread the needle towards the right, drop the shoulder. And finally with that right arm, either by placing it behind the back, in between the shoulder blades, or walking it as far forward as possible. Bring the right arm back up. Very good. Find a sideways posture on your yoga mats. We're going to go into frog pose or Mandukasana. So we're sideways on our yoga mats. And we pick all the same direction. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to place my knees as far as I can, dropping the inside of the feet against the yoga mat. We're going to see if we can have a straight angle from our heels all the way to our knees. We're keeping both shins parallel to one another. Very good. And if we're in the right position, we can drop the elbows down. You can see if we can go a little bit wider. Finally, we're going to slowly drop the hips and move the hips back to find that sweet spot. No pain. We're Just a slight feeling of discomfort. In Mandukasana, great to open up the hips and stretch out the groin area. To get out of it, we're going to move back forward very slowly. Come back on our hands and gently move those knees back together. And we can have a seat on the ground. Let's extend the left leg out. We're going to go into the head to knee pose. Lengthen and release the hamstrings. So left leg out, the right foot is going to come on in. That's it. Okay, and we're going to face our sternum towards our foot as much as possible. And by keeping a tall posture here, back as straight as possible, crown of the head up, we're going to inhale, reach both arms up, and exhale, bring the hands to the front. Here, if you wish, you can try to bend the knee a little bit more to see if you can bring the hands to the foot. And finally, to finish off the posture, try to see if you can bring the forehead down to the knee or as close as possible. Now, allowing the hamstring to release, the back, maybe the upper back as well. Breath, full belly breath in, feel the breath come into the lungs and fully around the spine. And as you exhale, each and every time you can see if you can drop a little bit closer to the knee, rolling forward, allowing yourself to come into the pose, allowing the time it takes your body to release those tight muscles and drop down all the way down. Okay, and come back up. Switching sides now, extending the legs out. This time bringing the left foot in, extending the right foot out. Sternum is facing towards that foot, flexing at the toes. If you need to bend to the knee, that's totally fine. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, drop down, grabbing the foot. And finally, dropping the knee or the head all the way down to the knee. Up, extending both legs out forward, dropping to our backs. We're going to find a reclined pigeon pose. So for this one, we're going to bend both knees up. Okay, bring the heel maybe a foot away from our glutes. Let's bring the right knee in, we're going to place the outside of the right ankle against the left knee. Okay? Important here to relax the head. So we're going to take our hands. The right hand goes in between, the left hand goes outside, and you can either grab the back of the leg, your thigh, dropping the head, trying to have a tall posture, or if you're able to do so, you can grab the knee. As long as you're not up in a bunch, rolled forward, it's important for you to drop the head, release fully. Try to find the alignment in your spine, all the way from your hips through your chest and thoracic spine, and all the way through the head, keeping the chin down towards your chest. And finally, see if you can pull a little bit more against that thigh to add a bigger stretch in your glutes. The thigh, release both legs. Before we go to the other side, let's just gently move the hips and the knees side to side. Okay, bring both knees back up, about hip width apart. This time the left knee comes in, crossing over towards the right, and grabbing the back of the thigh, allowing the head to come down. So feel your sacrum on the mat, supporting you, the upper back on the mat and the back of the head. All 3 points as aligned as possible, ensuring a proper posture. And finally, you can try to pull a little bit more into that thigh to try to get a bigger stretch in the glutes. To the ground. One final time, gently moving the hips side to side. Opening one first and then the other, trying to create distance in between those two knees. Okay, and dropping the feet down, all the way extended. Finding our final asana of the day, Shavasana. So the feet are mat width apart, palms are up to the sky. Relaxing the head. Finally allowing the entire body to rest. Allowing the mind and the spirit to rest as well. Bringing the awareness back to the breath. No need to breathe deeply here, simply breathe with whichever pattern comes to you. Whichever pattern feels the most natural. Body needs right now. Simply gently breathing, finding stillness in the entire body. And the only movement that we should be able to see right now is just the gentle movement of the belly rising on each breath in, and then without any effort, just dropping down on the exhale. Take a moment to become aware of yourself in this present moment, aware of the stillness in the entire body, aware of your breath, aware of yourself. Visualize yourself in this present moment, grounded, supported by your yoga mats. In this room, you can visualize this room in this house. Visualize this house in this neighborhood. And finally, you can visualize this neighborhood in the city of Brussels, becoming totally aware of the present moment. What you can feel, aware of what you can hear, aware of what you can smell, aware of what you can taste. Aware of what you can see, maybe the light coming through, even with the eyes closed. Take the time here to become fully aware of all your senses. Take a moment to think back of your intention that you set at the beginning of the class, without any judgment. Simply think back to it. And take a moment to be grateful for something. You could be being grateful to what your body was able to give you today. And it could be different day after day. That's totally normal. Just being grateful for the movement that we're able to generate in the body, the balance, the strength, the endurance, and the mobility that we're able to get for today and for the flow. Let's start to gently externalize our awareness, bring some movement into the fingertips, into the toes, into the wrists, and into the ankles. Maybe getting some cracks and pops into those joints, moving them, waking up the body. Finally, we can bring both knees back up, the feet close to the glutes, and allow both knees to fall to either the right or to the left side. And finally, helping yourself back up with the hands. one final deep inhale together in the same asana we started off the flow with in Sukhasana, or easy pose. Making yourself as tall as possible, hands come to prayer. You can close the eyes or gaze at the front of your mats. Big inhale. And as you exhale, drop the shoulder, release all the stress and anxieties you might be holding on to. Wonderful. Thank you for joining me for the Yoga with Félix, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.